Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Here's my reply to 4 and 6 Ninjas Mototalk, episode 20. To what extent do I have control of my life? Or have I controlled my life? And the short of it is really every extent. I strive for maximum control over my life. And I have for the longest time. So, when I was 14 or 15, I started setting into motion plans. I really started planning out my entire life. I was really I was not on a good path at all. There was a number of people in my life that told me that I would never even make it to the age of 25. So I more or less took that as a challenge. So the challenge was accepted. My goal is to live to see 25 years old. And in doing so, I set into motion the wheels that would make that better, make that achievable. So at the age of 15, I had grown bored of high school. I rarely attended class and dropped out. And at the age of 16, I got my GED and began attending community college. So when I turned 17 years old, I went down to the recruiter's office and I was sworn into the Oregon Army National Guard on the 11th of November, 1997. And that was all part of my plan. I would join the Guard, I'd get the GI Bill and tuition assistance and all of that college stuff for school, and I would learn some life goals that would set me forward to get a job and attain the things that I wanted. I wanted to travel, I wanted cars, I wanted motorcycles, and I need money for all this stuff. So I spent a few years doing the infantry thing. That was a lot of fun. But at this point, I had already gone from computer science, I had done some welding and drafting, and I'd done some pre-rec classes for mechanical engineering, and I was right at the edge of that 6-year goal I'd set for myself. And the last year I went and did automotive science. And at this point I'd already had many cars and I was fixing them myself. And I was getting pretty proficient at turning wrenches. But then I started doing the automotive science classes, and that really struck a chord. And at this point, I came upon my first re-enlistment. And I was on the fence about it. And I went in and asked my readiness NCO, I'm like, hey, if I re-enlist, can you guarantee me a change of MOS? Eventually they said, alright, here's the deal. You re-enlist for 6 more years, and we'll get you a reclass to 63 Bravo, wheel vehicle mechanic. And I said, hells yeah. Where do I sign? So I did. So I went to that school, I came back, I took my new assignment, I was a wheel vehicle mechanic, and have been ever since. I love being a mechanic in the Army. And I found out through doing that about what is known as a dual status technician. These are the jobs that people only leave to retire. They're that good of a job. You've got all kinds of pension and benefits and outstanding pay, and the ceiling is way up there on a government job. You don't top out that fast at all. So I really wanted one of these dual status technician jobs. It sounded like the best thing in the world. So that's what I started doing. I started going to schools. I started getting into the maintenance computer system. I was reading technical manuals left and right. I wanted to know everything about every piece of equipment that my unit owned. So, because I knew eventually somebody was going to retire, and there would be a job opening, and I would get into it. So that's what I did. It took me a good number of years. I'd say it took me about 4 years, 4 to 5 years, once I found out what it was and how to get into it and everything. But it is a great job. I absolutely love it. But even now, I don't stop implementing controls and goals. I want to pay my house off. I want to pay my house off, before I'm 60 years old. So that was one of my goals. One of my goals was to buy a house before I was 30. When I was 28 and a half years old, I closed on my house that I live in. So I achieved that goal early. So then, once I had the house, I'm like, sure, I can take my time, make the payments, and pay it off in 30 years. Or I can put more on it and earn extra money and put it toward the house and pay it off in 15 years. And then I'll only be 44 years old and own my own house. And at that point, that's $1,400 a month that I can just do whatever I want to with. So really it comes down to goals. You set yourself your goals, no matter how far out they are, and then everything you do will start moving you toward that goal. And the more control you have, the better your life is going to be. So for all those people that said that I'd never live to be 25, I turn 35 next month. So suck on that, all of you. I vastly exceeded your challenge. And now I'm pushing to 45. And the things that I will achieve before I'm 45. And a lot of it has to do with my kid. Everything I do to improve her life makes me feel that much better about mine. So, I hope I didn't bore you too much. I hope this doesn't edit out to be that horribly long. And I will talk to all of you later.